Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Would You Rather. Today we're going to be handling some of these questions again. And this time I'm not eating pretzels, but I'm eating the stick variant of them. Look. They're great. Would you rather check your email first thing every morning or check your social networks first thing every morning? I mean, I go my social networks first thing every morning anyway. We've got WhatsApp, which I've got WhatsApp messages. I'll check them and I'll answer to them. I go to my Twitter, my Instagram. I always scroll through Facebook a little bit. I might check out Snapchat. Basically the world we live in nowadays. But I rarely check my email, even though I do check it. It's not the first thing I tend to in the morning. That is usually my social media. Which is a very nice segue if you don't follow me on any of these things yet. What are you waiting for? For 1 week, would you rather eat nothing but dog treats or eat nothing but cat food? I would go for the dog treats, definitely. Cat food are these like cans with cold meat with greasy stuff, and you know what? The cats love it. I don't think I'd like it. And neither dog treats, but dog treats are dry. I mean, they're basically comparable with these. They're just a bit different from taste probably. For a week, I hope I get $1 million afterwards, but I think I can handle that. Would you rather never eat pizza again or never drink another soft drink? Definitely never drink another soft drink. I never drink those in the first place. I rarely ever eat pizza, but I do want it to be an option for if I really crave it, like those 1 or 2 times a year. I definitely like the 1 or 2 times a year. When I actually want some pizza, I want to be able to get some pizza, and I never drink soft drinks, so that's not an option for me, and I don't mind whatsoever. Would you rather be Chinese or be Japanese? And it says down there that you would live in a respective country, so I have to live in one of those, which isn't a crime or bad by any means, but I think if I had to choose, I'd rather be Japanese. Simply because I think that Japan, especially Tokyo, is just an amazing country. I'm not saying that China isn't. China is really cool too. The Chinese Wall, Shanghai, and all those places are amazing. But most of the time, I know there's probably a bit more culture in China, but I think that the future is a bit more in Japan. And I think that, you know, the whole, I don't know, appearance of like, especially Tokyo or what's the other country, what's the other city called? The really big one. What is it? Osaka, yeah. Like, there are just massive cities there. And I'd just love to take that all in. So I go for Japanese. I think it's a cultural thing. Would you rather be 1 foot smaller than you are right now or be 1 foot taller than you are right now? Now, where I live, we use centimeters, so I have no idea what exactly a foot is. I'm gonna have to look that up on the trusty cell phone if you don't mind. Foot to centimeter. So a foot is 30 centimeters. I am 185 centimeters, so I would become over 2 meters tall. That's a bit much though. But I mean, I guess I go for taller. I don't want to be any shorter than I already am. I am, as I said, I am 1 meter and 85 centimeters, and for Dutch proportions, that's pretty small as it is. So, yeah. I can't be any smaller than I already am. Would you rather have no hands or have a naked fat guy stalking you at all times? Why would he... What? Fine. Sure. I'd like my hands. I need them. Have the naked fat guy stalk me. As long as he's like outside my house, I never leave that place anyway. Would you rather talk a little bit too loudly or talk a little bit too soft? Oh, bitch, please! If you walked into a room, would you rather have everyone stare at you in disgust or have everyone look away from you in disgust? Well, that's great. I mean, staring would probably mean something like a booger hanging out of my nose, while looking away in disgust probably means that my fucking belly got ripped open by Negan or something like that. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go for stare because staring is probably fixable. Looking away, probably not so good. Would you rather be a lefty or a righty? I am a lefty, always have been. In fact, I write, and the last time I've actually held a pen and write something on a paper, it has been years. But I am left-handed when it comes to writing, but when it comes to everything else, and that means throwing and all that, don't get all fapping and stuff, fuck off. I am right-handed. Same goes for my foot. I used to be left-footed as well, football, but now I'm right-footed. So it's a bit weird with me, but I'm left-handed when it comes to writing. When it comes to high-fiving, definitely right. Would you rather eat only Chinese food all the time or eat only Mexican food all the time? Definitely Mexican food. I like spicy food, and from the two, Mexican is probably the most spicy one. Would you rather watch Lost or would watch The Office? I would definitely watch The Office. Fuck, I misclicked. I meant The Office. I would watch The Office. The one with Ricky Gervais, of course. Even though the American one is pretty funny too. Would you rather be famous in this lifetime or going down in the history books? This is a pretty tricky question because honestly, I'm gonna choose famous in this lifetime. People are gonna be like, oh, that's so selfish. Because obviously, when you go down in the history books, you've done something remarkable, but it can also be bad, just a reminder. But I would be famous in this lifetime. Part of it is selfish, definitely. Like, of course, if you accomplish something, like become a movie star, or become a big YouTuber, or become a musician or anything, of course, everyone would lie if they said that they didn't want some of the attention and some of the people praising them and the fans and stuff. It's a big part of why you do it and what you do. So, of course, people want to get acknowledged for it, and I think it's not selfish. It makes sense. But also, it seems you can at that moment see how much people actually appreciate you. Look, I bet George Washington was appreciated on his day, or Abraham Lincoln. But if they could see the amount of attention that they've got and the amounts of people praising them now, they'd be baffled, and I'd love to see it. So, you get where I'm coming from? That's why I would choose be famous in this lifetime. Would you rather be blind with amazing musical ability or be deaf with amazing artistic ability? Gonna have to go for deaf, despite from what I could or couldn't do. Being blind is honestly one of my worst fears. Like, being blind, just imagine having to walk around while seeing absolutely nothing. It's one of my biggest fears, and I mean that. Like, one of my fears, most of my fears have to do with dying in certain ways. Like, I don't want to drown, I don't want to burn, you know, I don't want to be eaten by something or killed by someone. Those are like fears that everyone has, I think. But being blind is one of my very biggest fears, just because being able to visualize everything is just one of the biggest things that we as humans can do to take in life, to take in what we do and see and who we talk to and what's going on. And I think it's different for people who are born blind. I mean, that's sad. Obviously, it's very sad. But they don't know what they miss out on. And still, that doesn't make it up. That still means that it's very sad. I still feel for those people, and I mean that. But honestly, if you have experienced everything, all the colors, all the beauty that life has to offer, all the beauty in the world, all those things, if those are taken away from you, just with a snap of a finger, by becoming blind, for the rest of your life, that is a thought that honestly frightens me, and therefore, no matter what the options would have been, I would have gone for deaf and not for being blind. I would honestly rather die than be blind. I think I mean that. Because being blind takes away most of the pleasures that I get from living. Would you rather be adopted or adopt a child right now? I mean, I'll adopt a child, fine, I'll get a small little Asian kid, I'll call him Pee-Pee and I'll make him do all my jobs. Would you rather kill yourself or push a button and have a random 10,000 people die? I think it's very, very easy to just say, oh yeah, I'll kill myself and I'll be the hero of the day. But I think when you're actually in that situation, like you're actually standing there, right, and you have to press a button that will either kill you or kill 10,000 other people, I still think everyone of us is tempted to press the button to kill the 10,000 people, honestly. And that's not to blame, because it's our survival instinct. We want to do everything we can to survive. It's not weird, it's not selfish. People do that. Every creature does that. It's a survival instinct. However, for me, it really depends on how. Like, if it just press a button, instant death. No pain, no misery, nothing. And then if in that way I can save 10,000 people, then I think I would do that. Would you rather be unable to shower for 2 whole weeks but have clean clothing daily, or be able to shower daily for 2 weeks but unable to change your clothes? Small fact, it's actually unhealthy to shower every day. You should shower twice a week, preferably without soap. You know what, 2 weeks is a bit long to not shower. I mean, if you don't shower or wash yourself at all, of course you're gonna smell. But I've got clean clothing, so I guess it will mask the scent a little bit. Would you rather be disassembled by a Japanese sushi chef and served on a platter to Justin Bieber, or run through a pride of starving lions wearing Lady Gaga's meat dress? I'd go for Lady Gaga's meat dress. You know, the lions are probably gonna hurt a bit more, but I don't want Justin Bieber to be happy. Well, there you go. Would you rather be married to Justin Bieber or Harry Styles? Harry Styles. I don't want Justin Bieber to be happy. And with a man like me, holy hell, he would be a happy boy. I guess that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and then I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Pretzels.